Hey everyone, it's Mark here, and I'm back with another fun TV review for you all. Today we're taking a closer look at the LG 32-inch class LR65 Series LED HD webOS TV, model number 32 LR655 BPUA. Now this isn't one of those super fancy 8K OLED giants, but that's totally okay. Sometimes you just need a reliable, budget-friendly TV that gets the job done. This LG model caught our attention with its impressive 4.5 out of 5-star rating based on 167 reviews. That's a lot of happy customers, especially considering the price. And speaking of price, this LG is just $179.99. At that price, it's definitely an impulse buy, but is it actually worth it? Well, let's find out together. Stick around as we explore the design, features, picture quality, and of course, the value for money. Let's see if this LG deserves a spot on your wall. Hey there, let's dive into what makes this TV pretty awesome. First up, the picture quality. For an HD TV at this price, it's surprisingly good. We're not talking about mind-blowing HDR levels here, but the colors are vibrant, the contrast is decent, and the motion handling is smooth enough for casual gaming and watching action movies. You won't mistake it for a high-end QLED, but for everyday use, it gets the job done. Next up, let's chat about webOS. LG's smart TV platform is super intuitive and user-friendly. Navigating menus is a breeze. The app selection is solid with all the big names like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney+, and it just feels snappy and responsive. No annoying lag or waiting around for things to load. Another plus? Value. Seriously, for under $200, it's hard to find a TV that packs in this many features and delivers this level of performance. It's a great option for a guest room, a kid's room, or even as a main TV if you're on a tight budget and just need something that works. Speaking of budget, the design of the LR65 is surprisingly sleek for its price point. It's not winning any design awards, but the bezels are slim enough, the stand is sturdy, and it has a clean, modern look that won't be an eyesore in your living room. And finally, let's talk about connectivity. This LG comes with 3 HDMI ports, which is more than enough for most people. You've got room for a gaming console, a streaming stick, and maybe even a soundbar if you want to beef up the audio a bit. Overall, the pros of the LG LR65 definitely outweigh the cons, especially when you consider the price. You're getting a solid TV with a good picture, a great smart TV platform, and all the essential features you need. But it's not perfect, so let's move on to some of the areas where LG could have done a bit better. Alright, let's chat about a few things you might want to know, starting with the sound. It's not the greatest. The built-in speakers are a bit on the weaker side, missing that deep bass and richness. It's okay for casual watching, but if you're into movies or gaming, you might want to grab a soundbar or some external speakers for a better experience. Another thing to keep in mind is that while the app selection on webOS is pretty good, it's not as extensive as what you'll find on platforms like Roku or Android TV. You might notice a few missing apps, but overall, you should be covered for most of your needs. One more thing I noticed is that the viewing angles on the LR65 aren't the widest. Colors start to wash out a bit if you're sitting too far off to the side. Not a deal breaker, but something to think about depending on your living room setup. And lastly, while the overall performance of the TV is smooth, I did notice a bit of occasional lag when navigating the settings menu. It's not a constant issue, but it's something I picked up on during my time with the TV. Now it's important to remember that these are relatively minor drawbacks, especially when you consider the price. For under $200, you're not going to get a perfect TV, but it's good to be aware of these limitations before you make a purchase. Chapter 3. Let's take a closer look at webOS, because it's one of the coolest parts of this TV. LG has done an awesome job of creating a smart TV platform that's both powerful and super easy to use. From the moment you turn on the TV, you're greeted with a clean, intuitive interface that's a joy to navigate. The main menu is laid out in a simple, card-based system that puts all your favorite apps and content right up front. You can easily customize the order of the cards, add or remove apps, and even pin specific content for quick access. It's all about making it as easy as possible to find what you're looking for. And speaking of finding what you're looking for, webOS has a surprisingly awesome voice search feature. Just grab the remote, press the microphone button, and start talking. You can search for specific shows, movies, actors, genres, you name it. It even understands natural language, so you can say things like, "Show me comedies from the 80s," and it'll actually know what you mean. Another thing I love about webOS is how well it plays with other devices. If you've got a compatible LG soundbar, for example, the TV will automatically detect it and guide you through the setup process. You can even use the LG Magic Remote to control other devices connected to the TV, like a Blu-ray player or game console. And of course, we can't forget about the app selection. As I mentioned earlier, webOS has all the big hitters like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, Disney+, YouTube, and more. You'll also find a decent selection of free streaming apps, news apps, and even some casual games. Overall, webOS is a fantastic smart TV platform that makes the entire LG LR65 experience even better. It's fast, fluid, easy to use, and packed with features. Chapter 4. Now let's dive into the heart of any TV: the display. The LG LR65 comes with a 32-inch LED HD panel, and while it might not have the highest resolution or HDR performance, it's still a great display for the price. Colors are surprisingly vibrant and accurate, especially when you're watching animated shows or nature documentaries. The greens of trees and the blues of the ocean really stand out, and skin tones look natural and lifelike. Of course, this isn't a professional-grade color-accurate display, but for everyday viewing, it does the job well. Contrast is another area where the LR65 shines. Black levels are decent for an LED panel, and there's a good amount of detail in both dark and bright scenes. You might notice some slight backlight bleed in very dark environments, but it's not too distracting. Motion handling is smooth enough for casual gaming and watching action movies. There's a bit of motion blur in fast-paced scenes, but it's not a deal-breaker. If you're a hardcore gamer or love action movies, you might want to look for a TV with a higher refresh rate, but for most people, the LR65's motion handling will be just fine. Remember, this is an HD display, not a full HD or 4K display, so you won't get the same level of sharpness and detail as with higher resolution displays. However, on a 32-inch screen, the difference isn't as noticeable, especially if you're sitting a few feet away. Overall, the LG LR65's LED HD display is a solid performer for the price. It's not the most mind-blowing display out there, but it delivers good color accuracy, decent contrast, and smooth motion handling. Chapter 5. So, we've talked about the picture quality, the smart TV features, and the display. Now let's dive into some of the other cool features that make the LG LR65 a great choice, starting with connectivity. On the back of the TV, you'll find a nice selection of ports, including 3 HDMI ports, which is awesome at this price point. That means you can hook up a gaming console, a streaming stick, and maybe even a sound bar without having to constantly swap cables. You'll also find 2 USB ports, perfect for connecting external storage devices or other gadgets. There's an Ethernet port for a wired internet connection, which is always a plus for stability, and an optical audio output for connecting to a soundbar or home theater system. When it comes to design, the LG LR65 keeps things simple and stylish. It's not going to win any design awards, but it's a good-looking TV with slim bezels and a sleek profile. The stand is sturdy and provides a stable base, and the overall build quality feels solid. One thing I really like about the design is how lightweight the TV is. It's easy to move around and mount on the wall if you want to. The back of the TV is also pretty clean, with all the ports neatly organized in one spot. Overall, the LG LR65 doesn't miss out on the essentials. You're getting a good selection of ports, a sleek and modern design, and a solid build quality. It's a well-rounded package that ticks all the right boxes. So, there you have it, the LG 32-inch class LR65 Series LED HD webOS TV. It's not the flashiest TV out there, but it's a solid, dependable performer that offers great value for its price. To sum it up, the LG 32-inch class LR65 Series LED HD webOS TV offers fantastic value, with a solid rating of 4.5 stars from 167 reviews. If you're looking for an affordable TV for a guest room, a kid's room, or even as a main TV in a smaller space, the LR65 is definitely worth considering. It delivers good picture quality, a great smart TV experience, and all the essential features you need, all for under $200. If you're looking for an affordable, high-quality TV, this model is definitely worth considering. Don't forget to check the link in the description for more details and to make your purchase. And be sure to let me know what you think of the LG LR65 in the comments below. Thanks for watching.